which are always there to help, and you're always welcome to send us your thoughts on Facebook or via Twitter as well. All right, now to the suburban nightmare that is Sunnyvale, where it appears there's no respect for authority, for neighbours or decency, and certainly not for television reporters. But as our James Thomas finds out, in Sunnyvale, not everything is as it seems.
It's been at least 2 hours since I've seen Frankie. Where the is he? I'm due for like my 3 o'clock.
Well, I don't know.
You know, these don't touch themselves, you know.
Beryl, the federal police have arrested your son and his de facto for what exactly?
Look! They were just trying to sprinkle Sharon's mother's ashes at Ayers Rock.
You can never tell what you'll get from the residents of Sunnyvale. A hotbed of anger, disadvantage and resentment.
Yeah, you guys like film everything and that, eh? And then like it up on TV and make us look like we're
We're not.
Yeah, we're not.
The effects of drugs, commonplace.
I don't know, man. You're hurting my head. You're hurting my head. Who is this bloke? Who is he? Who does he think he is?
It is the government housing community known for teen mums, delinquency and derogatory labels like trailer trash. I had hoped to shed light on Sunnyvale through the community's matriarch, but a very unfortunate slip of the tongue got me off to a very bad start.
So, Ferrell,
Ferrell's good, Ferrell's good. Been working with Ferrell.
There's a Freudian slip.
Thankfully, Beryl appreciates irony. That's why she lives in Sunnyvale. Because, if you hadn't gathered by now, Sunnyvale is not really real life. It is a film set, and a very funny one at that.
In case you're wondering what I'm looking at, I'm looking at that. I'm not just looking up into the sky like an idiot.
Paul Fennick is no idiot.
Action!
He's the writer, the star and director of Housos.
Go back behind her a bit, Jabba.
If you missed the TV series on SBS, think of an unapologetically crass, politically incorrect, but funny satire of life in Australia's housing estates.
Where'd me kids go?
The TV show was lucky to air. SBS almost buckled to political pressure to ban the show from our screens.
The show is crass, the show is crude. It's like they've taken one little part and they've just blown the whole thing up, and this is what it's always like, and it's not like that at all.
A chorus of people complained the show would exploit the disadvantaged, but out in Houso heartland, they loved it.
I can't stop laughing from start to finish, and none of us can.
I'm proud to be a houso.
It's a good thing, gives us laughter.
Now the laughs are set to go mainstream on the big screen. One of Hollywood's biggest movie companies, Paramount Pictures, has signed on to back Housos, the film. The movie's trailer is already screening in cinemas across the country, a sign that Paramount has high hopes for Houso's release in November.
It's less risky than anything else we've taken on, and we've done a lot of films over the years. I mean, the last big hit we had was The King's Speech.
Where'd me kids go?
Richard Payton is the managing director of Transmission Films, Paramount Pictures' Australian partner.
It's a big deal, and I mean, we are always out there looking for filmmakers like Paul Fennick who can actually take a film to a broader audience.
You know, Housos kind of started off with a lot of controversy and looked like it wasn't even going to make it to TV. So when someone like Paramount comes and says, hey, you know, we think you're good, well, my head just got a little bigger.
So did mine. Mr. Fennick knows that if he flatters the reporter, he'll get a flattering story. So he gave me a cameo.
And action.
The only problem, my job was to play the straight guy.
What's your response to these?
Not easy with a cast full of comedians with absolutely no limits.
Look, they are...
Do you like them?
Look, they're wonderful. Beryl, how are you finding me as a co-star?
Oh, well, you couldn't upstage me, that's for sure.
And he's doing it. And we'll see how he goes. He might get an AFI, I don't know.
Yeah, right. I've read the script. It's about 1.5 seconds long.
Half a day of shooting for one line in the film. But Fennick assures me this is the beginning of big things.
That will not be going on today tonight.
All about late night tonight.
Yeah, late night tonight. That's where it started for Mel Gibson.
Look where it ended for Mel Gibson.
Well, just don't get pissed and say silly things when you get pulled over by the cops.
Which brings me to my final scene of the day. A friend of these housos has just been arrested. My line is to ask about it.
Do you think that she's been hard done by the authorities?
Yeah, he was hard when he was done by her. And then...
Sorry.
I know, you're not meant to laugh, but many have already. And there are now predictions from Paramount that housos may even go global.
You never know. I mean, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, you know, a bunch of drag queens in the middle of Australia. If that can work in Hollywood, why not housos?
It is bound to get people talking again. That was our James Thomas right in the middle of housos. Stay with us. We'll be back after the break.